do millions for public safety, millions for education, but never one red cent for jihad. The legislation we'll sign today is the strongest action Florida has ever taken to protect its people from this influence, and obviously it spans finance, it spans political, it spans culture, and then, of course, it can be overt acts like we've seen in Old Dominion and other places around the country. I'm proud to be able to sign the bill today.
The great state of Florida and Governor Ron DeSantis signing a measure into law this week, giving Florida leaders the ability to label groups as domestic or foreign terror organizations. Under the law, university students who support those organizations can be expelled. The governor also says this will protect Floridians' constitutional rights from the application of foreign and religious laws, which includes Sharia law. This bill passed the Florida House 80-25 on a party line vote. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement will enforce the new law once it takes effect on July 1st. Now, Florida is the 10th state to pass anti-Sharia law measures in the states you see on the screen: Alabama, Arizona, Kansas, Louisiana, South Dakota, and Tennessee all passed similar laws to the ones that Florida passed years ago. Texas banned Sharia compounds last year under Governor Greg Abbott. Arkansas enacted its own version in 2017. And on Capitol Hill, Senator John Cornyn and Tommy Tuberville introduced the Defeat Sharia Law in America Act back in February, pushing for a nationwide ban. Let's welcome in now Dr. Zuhdi Jasser. He joins us from Arizona. I believe he's also running for Congress now. Is that correct, Dr. Jasser?
Yes, I am in CD4.
Congratulations.
Looking forward to
that. Dr. Jasser is one of the old guys who's been around NEWSMAX for a long time. We've been talking to you for a very long time, sir. Great to have you here. First, talk to us about the states now. We're at 11 passing these anti-Sharia measures.
Yeah, I think there's nothing more American, John, than passing these measures. I've been testifying to Congress and to our state legislature and others for years now on the fact that the instrument of defeating terrorism, which is a symptom, but the instrument, the ideology, is Islamism. Political Islam's oxygen is Sharia, is basically segregating Muslims out of Western society. And there's nothing more American than the defeat of theocracy. We see now in Iran, there's nothing more pro-Muslim than defeating the Sharia supremacists of the Tehrani death cult of the Islamists, of the theocrats, of the Ayatollahs. So here in America, it should be a no-brainer that we pass laws that protect American constitutional supremacy, our Bill of Rights, our state laws having precedence over any other foreign system, especially the Islamist movements that prevent free speech, that create blasphemy laws, that denigrate women and put them to the back of the mosques, that prevent women from having the rights to divorce, all of the things that are part of Islamic law, if you will, that's incompatible with Western society, that immigrant groups bring in with them. Contrary to my family, we brought in a sense of need for reform, a sense that we could practice our faith more freely here in America than we could anywhere else on the planet. And yet we need these laws, as Governor DeSantis signed, because I guess a lot of the rest of America is sort of slow on the uptake when it comes to expressing the fact that there's a difference between theocratic impositions and religious freedom.
Yeah, and I think that's what, most people, when you talk to about this, they see the images like this on the screen where Mayor Mamdani was praying with Muslims in public places in New York City during Ramadan. And when they hear you, Dr. Jasser, talk about Islam, and they say these are not the same. These are not the same religion. This is the one, the Islamism. The extremist version of this is what's dominating. Why is that? Why is your viewpoint not the one shared by, just for example, let's say our elected members of Congress currently?
Well, listen, the greatest country on the planet in democracy, it took 1,789 years until we had a constitution that rendered unto Caesar what is Caesar and unto God's what is God's. So the West took a while to separate church and state and prevent the establishment of religion through government. Islam is 1,447 years old. It has not gone through that reformation. So the Mamdanis, the Islamists, the Marxist jihadist axis is fueled by petro-Islam. be it Iran, be it Pakistani Islamism, be it Wahhabism in Saudi Arabia, the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt. All of these movements have dominated the bandwidth of political of expression of Islam. And reformists like our Muslim Reform Movement, we have a Clarity Coalition that is beginning to remind the West what are the principles that we need to save from this invasion. And the Marxist jihadists globally are combining, like China and Iran's influence, against the West. And domestically, the Ilhan Omars of the world are working with AOC and Mamdani to try to rip us apart from within. And God bless folks like Governor DeSantis, like Keith Self and other in the anti-Sharia caucus. You know, listen, we need to hunker down and protect America and work with Muslims that are here because we want to defeat theocracy. And that's the reminder. We can flip the script on the Mamdanis of the world, which is why I'm running for Congress, is we need to flip the script and say it's not about religious freedom. Actually, they are taking away religious freedom from Muslims. They want to oppress and control under their banner of an Islamic national identity rather than being pro-American, pro-Israel, and pro-Western.
Yeah, that's the message that's got to get out there, and it's got to dominate this conversation. Dr. Zuhdi Jasser, great to see you.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.
Still ahead.